So we saw Sanity create a dramatically more powerful and connected writing experience for content teams. Now, we'll follow the Sanity team as they pick up in Sanity Studio, the collaborative, configurable interface where the heart of content operations happens. And we have a few new features to call out. First, we've streamlined content reviews with in-context, trackable commenting and task management. Next, we've added powerful new use cases to AI Assist, including translation, suggested references, and image generation. And latest of them all, an integration with Amplitude Experiment so you can reduce context switching as you manage content for A/B testing. To take us through all of this and more is Simeon Griggs, Principal Educator on the Community and Education team.
Thanks, Molly. I'm delighted to pick up the story of our Sanity teammates here and introduce a new one, Alex, our Head of Performance Marketing, in just a moment. When we left off, Sophie had asked Sanity Create to stage her article. As a copywriter, Sophie lives in Sanity Create. She's not an expert in Sanity Studio, the CMS part of the platform, and she doesn't want to be. When she clicked the button in Sanity Create to push her profile article to Sanity Studio, she made a smooth handoff to Lucas for content operations work. Now we're here in Sanity Studio's presentation view, looking at the article Sanity Create staged for Sophie. Lucas localizes the article for Sanity's non-English regions. He uses AI Assist, and because it understands their content structure deeply, it can translate the entire article and all its nested fields at once. He's not stuck tediously translating field by field. While AI Assist does that work for him, he's going to use Sanity's intelligent image cropping and scaling to make sure this photo presents perfectly everywhere it's used. Unlike with other CMSs, he doesn't need to ask the design team for 10 different aspect ratios for any given placement. Next, he merchandises the photo to make it seamless for readers to engage more deeply with the product that's core to the story. No one should have to go to a new tab and search for the S600 to learn about its component parts. With content centralized in Sanity and treated as data, creating these connections is as simple as selecting references, no duplicating content. To make sure he's mapped these components correctly, Lucas leans on Nora to double check. He uses the latest tasks feature to tag Nora and outline his request. Assigning it to her triggers a notification outside of Sanity Studio to let Nora know, and, to keep things moving, sets a clear due date on the task. With that task added, Lucas can go ahead and schedule this for the launch date, knowing the page won't publish before all tasks are complete. And now moves on to tackle work with the product launch page that he's finalizing. We want to enrich a mention of Annie on this particular page with some statistics that have been improved since she's been using this bicycle. Here we have a custom annotation, which is yet again a reference to a document type in the studio. So statistics in this studio are a document type, which means, again, should these numbers ever change, any documents that link to it will always be showing the latest from that source of truth. And here, Annie's had an increase in power from having used this bike. You may have noticed that while Lucas has been working away, other teammates have as well. Let's take a peek at what Alex, Head of Performance Marketing, is working on. He's working from the vantage of the Structure tool, which shows the entire content model, all of Sanity's building blocks for content across every touchpoint. You've got products, people, policies, even rider reviews. Right now, Alex is working on an experiment to A/B test language on the navigation highlighting the new model. He names this version Control for his reference, then using the new Amplitude Experiment integration, selects the correct experiment he created in Amplitude and publishes it. To create the variant, he duplicates this featured nav item, gives it the treatment reference name, and tells Amplitude it is the treatment. Finally, he updates the copy for his test to see if pre-order is more enticing. Now these variants are connected to the experiment in Amplitude and ready to run. Next on Alex's plate is preparing display ads for the launch. He uses AI Assist to brainstorm some headlines. Because Sanity supports real-time collaboration, he can work with anyone, machine or human, in the same document at the same time. No more getting locked out like with other CMSs. And he's able to work visually with side-by-side previews, even for non-web assets like this ad. So now we've followed along with the teams and all the moving parts they're managing, let's take a look at how everything is coming together. From our preview environment, we can see what the homepage will look like on launch day with our navigation experiment, the article that Sophie wrote, Sanity Create Staged and Lucas Optimized, and the PDP that the article will lead readers to explore, be inspired, and ultimately add the S600 to their cart. I'm really wishing this was a real bike that I could snag for myself someday. So I'll hand over the mic now to Eigen, who has our Sanity customer, Amplitude.
Welcome, Francisca. It's so great to have you here. I'm looking forward to learning more about Amplitude's success with Sanity. But first, I myself admire Amplitude as this innovative tech brand. And I know you have a big mission, and you yourself have a mission with your role at Amplitude. So tell us a little about Amplitude and a little about your role.
Yeah. At Amplitude, our mission is to help people build better products. And our product is a platform that offers analytics, experimentation, customer data platform, and session replay all in one suite to empower product, data, engineering, and marketing teams. My role at Amplitude, I head up the growth marketing team here. So my team oversees new user acquisition. We own our paid, organic, and direct channels, including our marketing website. We have a retention pod that's focused on driving in-product engagement and retention. And then we have a monetization pod that's focused on driving self-serve revenue as well as pipeline for our sales teams.
That's amazing. And I know that as a company that sets a standard on what a great product and experience should be, and inspires others by looking at data, you also care a lot about the experience, content experience your audience that come to your website has with you. And you recently switched to Sanity from another platform. So tell us about the journey of switching to Sanity as a content platform, what it has been like, and what are some of the results you've seen?
Yeah, for sure. So when I joined Amplitude, we were on a legacy CSM platform, and it was almost impossible for end users to create and release content. It was slow and it was error prone, and we more often than not needed engineering resources to even make the smallest changes. So we wanted to change that. We wanted to be quick, fast, agile. And so we looked for an alternative and obviously landed with Sanity, which we're extremely excited about. So now that we are replatformed on Sanity, we have tons of users that can self-serve. We can launch new landing pages, new blogs, new pages in general in seconds to minutes, depending on what it is. And it's easy for anyone internally to do so. Some of the results that we've seen so far is that we have seen a really strong lift in traffic overall, almost 20%. And we contribute that to the fact that we're able to launch a lot more pages a lot faster with Sanity. We've also seen a 260% increase in Amplitude users using Sanity and using the platform independently. And 90% of our internal users are making updates in the past few months alone. We've also seen improvements on the engineering side with our site speed increasing over 70% since we migrated to Sanity.
That's incredible. What amazing results. That's amazing. And you obviously look at data of how things are working, coming from your ethos. I know that you've also used your own product, integrated it with Sanity, your own Amplitude API to better listen to your audience, to better understand what works and what doesn't. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, with Sanity, we built a custom integration with our own experimentation tool. And so now we're able to launch experiments on the website without any engineering resources involved. So we're able to run copy tests, placement tests, module and component tests, button copy, whatever it is, we're able to launch, iterate, and improve with no engineering resources required.
Amazing. That was very inspiring. Thank you so much, Francisca, and thanks for joining us. Now, that was about the editorial experience on Sanity and how Ampliteers at Amplitude were able to scale the content operations by producing more content. Now, there's another part to scale, and that is scaling your infrastructure to be more real time with content. Now, to talk about that, I would like to invite our SVP of Engineering, Rachel, to introduce a new product that helps you just with that. Rachel, take it away.
Thanks so much, Aigen. Earlier, we heard Magnus talk about unified content operations. A key part of it is the ability to deliver content to your customers quickly and efficiently. And today I'm here to talk to you about doing just that. You're probably already familiar with the concept of a CDN, a content delivery network that stores copies of your content across the globe and very close to your customers, so you can serve your content to them quickly. Sanity already provides a world-class CDN. It serves billions of requests a day incredibly efficiently. CDNs speed up content delivery by storing it in a local cache and work well when that content doesn't change very often. But what if your content is highly dynamic? For instance, on Black Friday, when your inventory is changing quickly, or during the playoffs when your audience wants real-time game stats. There are many, many scenarios where content is both watched by large audiences and changing quickly. A traditional CDN helps you serve content at massive scale, but when your content changes continuously, the CDN needs to be updated constantly. But this introduces a lag that increases when your traffic is high and your changes are rapid, which is exactly what you don't want when content freshness is important. Well, no more. Today, I'm thrilled to announce the industry's first CMS-native High Frequency CDN. It ensures your content is always up to date, even when distributing highly dynamic, frequently changing content to millions of global users. There are three main properties that make Sanity's High Frequency CDN stand out. First, it's built right into Sanity's content platform. Second, it's easy to integrate with any system your data needs to sync from. And third, it proactively updates content in real time, in mere seconds. This feature comes in two parts. First, we've deployed the second generation of our CDN with a brand new architecture optimized to support really high sustained content throughput. Second, we're introducing the Live Content API. This API allows the CDN not only to serve fresh content when asked for it, but it also proactively pushes this content to your websites, apps, or other experiences. This API supports millions of concurrent connections, keeping the state of your end user experiences efficiently in sync. So for instance, during a flash sale, you can use this API to track sales inventory in real time and update your application UI in a targeted way to reflect the changing state. With the addition of our Live Content API, the High Frequency CDN is not only about serving fresh content, but it also extends all the way into your end user experience. So as you can probably tell, I'm pretty excited about the power we're giving you, our customers, with this new CDN experience. Now, let's see it all in action, shall we? So back to Sanity. Today, they're having a one-day sale of their most exclusive products. These are all very hot items. So naturally, millions of Sanity fans flock to their website to acquire these future collector's items. As I scroll down, I see something change. The white commuter helmet gets replaced with the signature red one. Let's take a moment to realize what just happened here. It's not a site animation. It's actually the high frequency CDN doing its job. When the inventory from Shopify is out of stock, the site gets automatically updated with the next most popular item from the same category. And all of this is happening in real time. So just like that, as a loyal Sanity customer, I check out with my exclusive item. This means no frustrated customers for Sanity and no lost business either. All thanks to real-time merchandising enabled by Sanity's high-frequency CDN. To further discuss the opportunities that this unlocks, I'm thrilled to welcome Kevin Harwood, CTO of the beloved brand Tecovas. Kevin, it's so great to have you here. Let's dive right in. Can you start by telling us about your role at Tecovas and your vision for digital experiences for this amazing brand?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Rachel. I'm the CTO at Tecovas. We're a Western footwear and apparel brand based in Austin, Texas. We're a D2C business. We serve our customers online as well as 32 retail stores across the United States. And when you walk into one of our stores, you can smell the leather, you can feel the quality and the craftsmanship of our products and materials. We'll pour you a drink, we'll brand your boots, we'll even shine them for you. And so really our vision for e-com is how do we take these unique physical experiences that we can deliver in a retail world and find a way to translate those into our online experience for our customers. And I want to be able to deliver and iterate on this vision quickly, creatively, and at a scale by building on top of the best-in-class e-commerce stack that I can find.
Oh, thanks so much for sharing. That's really great. So clearly speed, scale, and creative freedom are very important to you. I get it. How have you built your tech stack to enable all of that today?
Yeah, so when we were choosing our stack, we had a few quick key requirements to help us get to our digital vision. Some of the must-haves were we have a small team. We don't have a huge engineering team for a company our size. We want to be able to leverage that small team. We want to be able to easily reuse content. We want to automate as many systems as possible and try to reduce the number of manual things that employees are having to do to just bring data along and launch product and maintain the site. I had this mantra where I would really want my team answering the should we question rather than we can't do that in response to new ideas and things that come up in our creative processes. And I also want to use technology that engineers just want to work with because that's going to enable them to work faster and be more excited about the jobs that they're doing. And I think all of that helps drive cross-team collaboration. And so with that in mind, what we landed on was Shopify Hydrogen as our commerce platform. We're using Remix as our UI layer with their headless frameworks and integrations with Shopify. And then we're using Sanity as our content platform. And Sanity here really helped us connect and automate things and move content around. Our engineers and business stakeholders work side by side. They can work creatively. They deliver things faster. We've been able to dramatically reduce the amount of time it even takes to prepare products for launch and just get them on our website. So we've seen a lot of positive impacts from bringing this stack to fruition.
Very cool. Thanks so much for sharing, Kevin. And I totally agree with your philosophy on how to build teams. And I'm so glad to hear that Sanity is helping you accomplish your goals. So we talked about real-time content updates and merchandising earlier. Looking ahead, what would the new high-frequency CDN enable your teams to do?
Yeah, we're really excited to dig into this technology and uncover new ways that we can leverage it moving forward. When you think about e-commerce sites, we definitely have periods of time that have very fast-moving changes, especially when we have limited edition product drops, inventory sellouts. You think about the Black Friday, Cyber Monday season during the holidays. There's a lot of traffic, a lot of volume, a lot of things selling and moving fast. And traditionally, we've always wanted to be very conservative during these times. We've look to leverage our CDN wherever possible to kind of maximize caching and minimize the risk of overloading some of our servers and things like that. But now with a high frequency CDN, we can actually look to these times as opportunities to create e-com experiences that can bring customers to light. We can maybe drive urgency in new ways with some more interactive user experiences. And I think we'll just create a better overall converting experience for our customers moving forward. And we're really looking forward to exploring this technology and applying it within Shopify Hydrogen and Remix moving forward.
That's fantastic, Kevin. I really can't wait to see what you build and see how you evolve your stack to take advantage of this new technology. So thank you so much for joining us and sharing your perspective.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks to all of you for being part of our community. We're building Sanity to be the best platform to power your content and help you move faster. I hope you're as excited as we are about the new possibilities with the High Frequency CDN and the Live Content API. The High Frequency CDN is currently available to eligible enterprise customers. Ask your representative. The Live Content API is available to everyone and is in early access right now. Check the Sanity blog for details. I can't wait to see what you build.